lifetime career. Swami Natarajan is Regional Development and Strategy Leader at Oracle, who recently carried out research on the topic. Swami is with us this evening. Thanks for joining us. Now, is the UAE ready for a gig economy, do you think?
So Oracle did a study, research on gig economy, and we had some interesting findings that we got out of this. 56% of the employees that we did the study on said they would leave a permanent employment to take up a temporary or a freelancing work. About 47% of them saying they are ready to compromise their vacation to take up a contractual job. But 40% of them even said that they're ready to compromise on their healthcare benefits. So these are the employees' findings. So if you look at the employer, I think the employers are still not catch on to the gig economy yet. About half of them has said it's a passing fad and it's not ready yet. But about 1/3 of them, they said that they're going to hire about quite a number of people, temporary jobs by 2020. So it's an interesting finding, and I think gig economy is kicking in.
So, I mean, you just touched on it briefly there, but I mean, how is the gig economy viewed amongst UAE HR directors at the moment?
So HR directors are looking at about 64% of the people who we interviewed have said that they're looking at gig economy helping them in reducing the recruitment costs in the long term. So that's a positive that we got from the HR directors. And about 47% of them saying this would help them to hire highly skilled employees as part of the contract or freelancing work. But 40% of them say it also helps them to train the long-term, the permanent employees more, specialized skills more can be brought in by the HR directors. So HR directors are looking at more positive in terms of cost reduction and also more getting more skilled workers in their organizations.
So what kind of savings can companies expect to see? I mean, is the costs of recruitment expected to go up or down?
The cost of recruitment in the long term, Greg, is supposed to be going down because you're going to focus on more gig economy and contract and freelance workers, and you're not going to hire permanent employees in the long term, which means the recruitment, training, and onboarding costs is going to go down.
Now, you know, as the workforce is going to become more freelance, what does that signal for things like staff retention? Because that's quite important for companies existing at the moment.
Absolutely. Staff retention is basically, if you look at it, is that the metric for measuring these employees has to go for a change, basically. So the measurement changes has to be done in terms of how do you measure a gig economy employee vis-a-vis a permanent employee, basically. For this, they need to go through a change in the technology that they use today in terms of measuring the employee right from workforce modeling, planning, recruiting, learning, onboarding, and then giving them a social collaboration tool within an environment, because you're talking about a permanent employee working with a freelancer. So you need to enhance the technology and lead a technology-led innovation to cater to the gig economy employees.
All right, we'll leave it there, but Swami Natarajan, appreciate you coming in tonight. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much.
Emirates Global Alumni